Hi there, my name is Tanel. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Just recently, me and Joanne, we celebrated our 22nd wedding anniversary. And we've got two lads. They're not really lads anymore, they're young men, almost 18 and 20-year-old. And by trade, I'm a fireman. I'm also part of a local church leadership team. So what can I tell you about myself? I grew up in Estonia, hence my name, Tanel. It's an Estonian name. And I grew up in a Christian family. My parents were Christians. And so I went to a church. I was taken to a church by my parents every week. And I learned about God. And I was just a typical lad. I loved sports, lots of sports, and all kinds of sports, and I was very active, and still am. And as I went to church, I learned about God, as I said. But I knew there was something missing, and there was some bits that I didn't really quite understand. But when I remember the date, it was 10th of March 1990, when all of a sudden God broke into my life and into my heart, and He spoke to me so clearly and it all just made sense. It was the night when I actually realized that Christ died for me, for all my sins. And from that night onwards, I've lived with Him. I've lived as a child of God, knowing what He has done for me and given me a new identity. I've moved from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light. And ever since, I've lived my life trying to find out why Christ saved me. As it says in Paul says in his letter to Philippians, chapter 3, verse 12. And he says, "Not that I have already attained or am already perfected, but I press on that I may lay hold of that for which Christ Jesus has also laid hold of me." Why did Christ save me? And I think that's something that I want to live my life by. I press on. Christ saved me for the reason. He's got a purpose for my life. And I want to find out what it is and carry on finding out. It's an adventure with God. Sometimes things change, and God doesn't promise us a good, easy life, but He promises to be with us, and He promised to give us peace and everything that we need. And that's what I'm pressing on for. Do you want to know more about God? It's adventure that's worth taking. Bless you.